Okay, we're going to shift the faculty meeting to an online version this month in honor of the upcoming DLDs. Also, I know a lot of people have expressed they're really busy this week, so trying to give everyone an opportunity to do the faculty meeting this evening or within the next day or so. Definitely need to have everybody signed off that they completed this module by early Wednesday morning if possible. So please jump in there and do it. Dedicate it during CT time if that works out the best for you. But if you need to do it tonight, feel free to do that. Or if you need to do it halfway through the day at some point tomorrow during your prep time or right after school, that would be more than okay. But want to have everybody signed off by the end of CT on Wednesday if possible. Just a couple of things that I was going to talk about. The important dates for October are attached in the module, so right after this video you'll see those. There aren't a lot. Obviously we have a week off for fall break coming up, and then obviously the 2 DLD days, so a lot of the days during the month are already accounted for. Just a reminder, you have release time for pretty much the entire month of October on those Tuesdays and Thursdays that we dedicate a lot of the work time to meetings and departmental meetings and those sorts of things. I've released you this month so you can work on your domain or on your DLD module. Holly has coordinated some help sessions that piggyback on some of those days, so take advantage of all of that. Make sure you're getting those turned into that Google document. Refer to her Google document. I've placed it in this as well, a link to that, so you should be able to get in there, review her notes from that email, and all the information regarding DLD Day. Also, two other items that I was going to bring up. They're definitely further down the line, but wanted to kind of plant the seed. More of November discussions, but give you an early heads up. There's early discussions right now on creating some type of incentive program for the 8th graders in the PCC class that encourages them to make sure that they're caught up to date with their assignments, and at that point they would be given some sort of incentive during the end of the day, period 8, on the day before Thanksgiving break. So kind of give that some thought. It would affect social studies, science, and a handful of Encore teachers. So those of you look at your quarter 2 schedule, especially the Encore people that will be shifting to 8th grade, give that some thought. Let us know your thoughts on that. Then also need to have a discussion with the language arts and math people. Like I said, we have a little bit of time before the NWEA window opens up for the second middle of the year. However, there have been some changes made, and we are going to have to figure out a way to meet individual special education and 504 and ILP accommodations. Therefore, we're going to probably have to have the discussion of rather than everyone having the window open and giving it whenever you choose to during that window, we're going to have to find some consistent days, because we're going to have to treat it essentially the same as I-STEP, where someone like myself or maybe Todd or Katie or someone with a teaching license will have to be available. So rather than one of us being pulled for maybe anywhere upwards of 2 weeks on a consistent basis, if one teacher decides they're going to give it on that day, we're going to have to try to consolidate those days, get on the same page. And it may also help with our makeups as well. So we may be able to improve the process a little bit, where in the past I always wanted to give the flexibility to the teacher to be able to give the assessment whenever they chose. But with the accommodation piece being a requirement, we're going to have to revisit the current structure that we use in testing students with NWEA, and still be able to provide those special education accommodations that we're required to give students on those types of assessments. Then the only last thing I have to add is a reminder that October 21st is going to be Fabulous Friday. I will be grilling that day. Deb will have some more information that will come out for you regarding what everyone else's roles and responsibilities that they're willing to take place with Fabulous Friday will be. So once again, flow through the module. There is a sign off at the very bottom. The only other piece I wanted to go over today was I was going to share some information on proximity, so it lends itself very well to, like I said, go in line with the upcoming DLD day. I got my module approved just like you guys are having to. I had some people look it over. The format was said it was correct and worked well, so it kind of gives you an idea. So if there are things that I did in my module that you don't know how to do, you can also seek me out and I can probably show you how to do it as well.